Yeah, sure.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MCJim versus NekoBerk. We're playing a British mirror with MCJim in color blue on the top side of the map and NekoBerk color red on the bottom side of the map. We're playing on the Arizona map, so we can see both players picking up gold treasure. Going fairly standard up to now.
Yes.
Jim is building up a house. Same for Nico actually. I think this matchup will mainly just be mirrored for both players up to at least Colonial.
Yeah, so far nothing crazy.
60 wood treasure.
Yeah, pretty nice. He will need 5 more woods to build a house, so he should definitely chop that.
He's already, he's sending 3 villagers over. There we go. 135 wood. Getting a second house up. That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's a
strong
big deal.
actually. Nico is actually able to do the same if he wants to chop 10 wood and get the 100 wood cord. Oh, there's only 40 wood remaining, never
Oh,
mind.
oh yeah. He might get this food treasure.
But Jim can answer with this 80 wood treasure.
Yeah, might be. It's a bit harder to take with
Yeah, that's
these
true.
free guardians.
Yeah, he's not going to take it. So 60 wood food treasure, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, it will allow him to age up a bit faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Stealing the starting treasure.
35 food, that somewhat equalizes the difference. Both players aging up right now.
Yeah, at quite the same time.
Jim is actually going for way more wood than Nico. So maybe he wants to do more with the TPs.
Yeah, maybe.
Nico's building up a market.
He's
Now it's
building
also
a forward house here, just for some vision.
a market just next to it.
Yeah. So I think he will probably try to make a forward base around that position somewhere.
Probably around this TP. He does have 250 wood, so he's in H2 about now.
Yeah, he can start building a military building right.
It's coming out already.
Right. Yeah, he's going for it.
Meanwhile, there's some explorer against explorer fighting going on. Nothing too interesting happening there. Forward outpost and Rex coming out for Nico as well on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, so it looks like the military bases are quite far away from each other.
Yeah, that will be interesting to see how these players will interact with that. I mean, it's always disadvantageous to send your military units over to the enemy, since you will have reinforcements faster.
Yeah.
Jim now also getting hunting dogs.
And the red player is taking the treasure, 80 wood.
Oh, that's really nice for him. I think all big treasures have been taken. Oh, never mind, there's 160 wood remaining. And 75 food, that's pretty good actually.
And we can see some pressure coming from Jim right here. He may be able to
I think he will get that
get
one.
the villager.
Yeah, he got one
Yeah,
villager.
that's really good. Really good.
Nico is sending muskets over to defend. Though it's questionable if Jim will return with only 5. Yeah, another batch of 4 coming out. Five villager shipment also for Nico, so actually there's still
Yeah,
Nico in economic population, he's only 1 up.
and looks like he will be fine to defend this raid.
He will defend this, but I don't think he lost that villager, did he? No, he didn't.
Well, only the one.
Only the one at the beginning.
Yeah. We can see the first deviation of the shipments, because Jim sent 600 wood instead of the 5 villagers. Which is, I don't know, probably better. What do you think?
I think it's a little bit faster because you can instantly get up a couple of houses, get some villagers out of it. But 5 fills of course give you the fill seconds. So kind of depends on how well you use the wood.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think Jim is good enough to make use of this wood. He actually has a bigger army up as well right now, I think.
Yeah, he has an army advantage of about 5 musketeers.
Getting 2 villagers out of this, that's really good actually.
Yeah.
He's now up by 1 villager. Nico's sending the 600 wood right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jim get 5 villagers right now. And just have them have those shipments. Yeah, there it is, 5 villagers.
And now he's just 5 villagers up.
That's quite a lot actually.
And Jim going on the offensive here.
This might turn out
He
good
might
for
be.
him. I think
Yeah,
he will get
he might be able to siege it down.
I mean, he only lost 3 muskets to it, but his army is still bit. Never mind, there's reinforcements coming out. Oh, also for Jim. He lost quite a few muskets for that, but nah, there's already a second barrack coming out. So nothing too major, 1 for him actually.
Yeah, the military is quite even right now.
Jim should just be able to produce more with those 5 villagers, depending on what he wants to do.
And it looks like Nico is going for a raid,
Oh,
which
this
will
actually
be
really good.
quite successful.
He can get 2 villagers easily.
Yeah, they have nowhere to go.
This would just slightly equalize this economic population.
Yeah, Jim is just 2 villagers ahead, that's not much.
No, compared to the 5, like It's really good to equalize that. He's actually going even more aggressive, and now that he has upgraded them with the cards. Oh, never mind. It's an HP card.
And
So
Jim is losing a few musketeers here, and his base is getting pushed.
he is losing on all fronts right now. Oh, he's also pushing right now. There's a fight going on 3 places at this moment.
Yeah,
he called
Jim
out the
even
muskets.
calling Minutemen's, yeah.
Minutemen, yeah. Yeah, you can't do anything with those muskets over there. They're just gonna to die if they fight.
Yeah, there might be a big fight coming up here.
This is going. No, I think Jim will run away from this.
Oh,
He can
Jim is
win
trying
this.
to get away, yeah.
Looks like he is. Although I don't know. Neko might be able to cut him off. And in the meanwhile, there's some raiding going on over here. Couple fails dying.
Yeah, this Minutemen still chasing the musketeers.
They're all the 1 HP right now. So
Yeah, he could pick them off quite easily.
I think all his musketeers are also low HP. So
Meanwhile, Jim is getting caught
he's
here
getting
really
split
badly.
off. I don't think he will win this fight on with either of the 2 batches. That's just half of his military population gone like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of little fights going on.
He lost all his units over here. Minutemen also coming out for Neko.
Yeah, looks like they will deal with these musketeers.
Yeah. Jim does still have pretty neat army. Actually, the armies are about the same. Only Neko's army is split up into 2 groups.
Yeah,
He's going to try to pick up some muskets.
yeah, this is not good for Jim, I think.
No.
He's fighting under TC and doesn't really have big army.
He does have 10 reinforcement units, but I don't think that will be enough. Especially not since Neko is
Yeah,
also
but
getting some
so
reinforcements.
does the red player, yeah.
He just has to run right now.
6 longbowmen coming out for Jim. But that probably won't be enough to hold.
And muskets as well. I have... No, Jim is just not able to hold this push.
Doesn't have enough stuff.
I don't think this outpost will do enough to save him from this red army.
Yeah, he's just going to lose his base here.
Oh, there's 9 muskets
Probably.
coming out. But that should only be enough to kill a couple extra musketmen. He's walking away with 10 units right now. He might be able to kill a couple extra because
Neko is switching to some longbowmen.
both players sent 6 longbowman shipment as well. That's the outpost gone. And that was actually just before the 6 musket shipment came out for Jim, so
Oh,
he has to walk them all the way from his town center instead of just getting them in the fight straight away. Yeah, that was his army. Now it's just sieging down the TPs. Not TPs, barracks, I mean, sorry.
yeah. Right now MCJim is just running away with his units.
He's getting out of barracks in his base, 2 actually.
His villagers are also struggling to find some food.
There's only one
There.
hunt left on the right that he can hunt at all. Neko has seen this outpost before and he knew there were a couple of villagers over there, so he might want to pick some off, but there's only 2 remaining. Yeah, he's going to get those 2 villagers.
MCJim ran away with most of the villagers.
And actually, if we take a look at that economic unit population, we can see Neko is up by 15 right now. Well, he was behind with 5 just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, so he's ahead both in military and in economy.
Yeah, this looks fairly grim for Jim.
Indeed.
If he sees this, this can be huge. It's just about 12 villagers.
Yeah, I don't think he'll see it though.
He doesn't see it. Jim's market is just getting sieged down right now, and that's not going to survive. But I think he already had all the taxi one that you have, so it doesn't matter too much. Jim has actually transitioned to berries as well.
Yeah, this is the last place he can really gather some hunts, and they are running out quite fast.
I don't think there's a chance of him defending from this, although he did get just a couple of musketeers for free. No, that's not going to go anywhere. There's just so many units for the red player over here.
Yeah, he has twice the units of Jim.
And look at this.
Pretty much.
That's everything gone. This is going to be the last stand. He might actually win this fight with the villagers he's calling in to help, but no, he will not win this fight. He's actually calling out GG as well.
Well, GG. Well played by NekoBerk.